After absolutely freaking out, Istine grabs his hands and tells him of course he can learn magic. He's a child blessed with the love of Lord Phelan. The scene then changes to Eugene in his mansion smiling from ear to ear. He laughs while saying the word magic. We see that someone is trying to get his attention from behind him. Suddenly Tyre shouts in his ear, startling him. Tyre asks him what he's thinking about so deeply, all day grinning ear to ear, not paying attention to others, which he apologizes and was going to ask what he wants. But notices Jin standing there in a maid uniform, smiling. He shouts that he hardly recognizes her. She looks amazing all dressed up, which she happily greets him. We see the difference between her before and after. He then realizes that she's in a maid uniform and turns to Tyr, which Tyre tells him that what he's thinking is right. It seems Jin is exceptionally bright for her age, so the head of the family decided to take her in as an attendant, which is an achievement at the age of 5. Hearing this, Eugene gets happy, saying that's wonderful. Jin tells him that it's all thanks to him. The villagers he saved are also recovering well. Realization then reaches him. He remembers what Rob told him about the villagers being exiled or forced labor for slash and burn. He asks about the villagers, and Tyre tells him that the villagers have been sentenced to forced labor. Once they're healed, they will work at Bill's ranch. Eugene's in disbelief as to what he's heard. Tyr continues saying, though forced labor sounds frightening, this punishment is actually very lenient. Ranch work is though but 100 times better than slash and burn farming, and the kind-hearted Bill promised to help them settle into ranch work. And apparently with tales of Eugene's heroism spreading through town, the elders seemed inclined to show gratitude. Eugene exclaims that with all these wonderful things happening, he'll remember this day for the rest of his life. With Jin agreeing with him, Tyre stands there with a nervous look on his face. He then interrupts them saying he hates to bring this up while Eugene's in high spirits. But there's something else. Eugene happily asks what it is. He's then told that the subhead of the family wants to see him today, which leaves him speechless. He then remembers what his elder brother told him. Eugene, your impulsiveness in going demon hunting will be discussed after the family council meeting ends. He starts sweating upon hearing that his elder brother wants to talk. We then see him and his elder brother walking through the hallway. His elder brother looks at him, which makes him flinch. Noticing this, the elder brother comments that he thought Eugene was fine, but he's got the chills. It can happen if he's low on blood. They can talk later. He should rest some more. He gets frightened again, and says that's not it while stuttering. It's just the thought of being scolded scares him, which makes the elder brother realize why he's behaving that way. The elder brother tells him of course he can't simply overlook such a reckless act. Eugene apologizes and says he's prepared for it. He tells Eugene that his brave actions have certainly set an example for the family, releasing some of Eugene's worry, only for him to menacingly say, if only Eugene weren't just 13 years old, it would have been an excellent example, which Eugene immediately apologizes. Despite his young age, he showed the courage and responsibility of a Falivia, which Eugene is thankful to hear. However, a 13-year-old facing an abyss worshipper is not bravery, but recklessness. Eugene apologizes while trying to make a point that he's not sure if he's being praised or scolded. The elder brother asks him in an unfriendly voice, what does he mean he's not sure? Which makes him take back his word and says that he understands, kind of. But it turns out that not even the elder brother is sure himself. He wants to scold Eugene, but he realized that Eugene's learned something vital from that experience, and he's proud and impressed. But he, the elder brother, can't just praise Eugene and let it slide, fearing he might take it lightly. So Eugene has to promise not to do it again, and the elder brother will consider forgiving him. Eugene gladly promises not to cause any more worries. This puts the elder brother at ease. As they reach the end of the hallway, the elder brother places his hand on a door and say it's his turn to fulfill a promise. Eugene asks what he's talking about, and the elder brother asks him if he forgot. As he opens the door and a yellow light flows out, he says, if you gain the qualifications of a mage, I promise to support you in any way possible. We see that the door leads to an altar with a massive yellow glowing crystal in the middle, along with smaller fragments floating around it. Eugene asks what it is. The elder brother responded saying he should know what it is. It is said that Lord Phelan, while vanishing the abyss and creating life, shed tears twice. This is exactly one of those tears shed by Lord Phelan. This surprises Eugene. He thought it was just a tale from the legends. The elder brother tells him that of course there's no way to know for sure whether the legend is true, but there's no doubt that this possesses tremendous power worthy of such a grand name. Eugene gets up close to the crystal while saying it's beautiful, thinking that somehow it feels so nostalgic and familiar. Could it be because it's really a tear from Lord Phelan? The elder brother say he's glad Eugene likes it. This tear of Phelan, especially for a mage with few strings like Eugene, is an exceptionally helpful item, expected to enhance magic in its entirety, from amplification to recovery. There's nothing better than something bearing the name of the Lord of Magic. Eugene, who is confused, say, "You're surely not telling me all this because," which the elder brother confirms, the artifact he's giving to Eugene will be this tear of Phelan. This greatly confuses Eugene, which makes him shout really in disbelief. The elder brother starts explaining that they call this crystal the tear of Phelan. Whether it truly is Lord Phelan's tear remains unknown, but just as the legend speaks of Phelan shedding tears to repel the abyss, it is a fact that this crystal has become the barrier separating the horizon from the abyss, of course eroded by the passage of eons. It has lost the mythic powers it once had to protect the West solely by its existence, and that duty has since fallen to them, the Falivia family. Still, it remains enough power to protect the capital city, serving as the guardian stone. Suddenly Eugene shouts, what is he supposed to do if he's given a guardian stone that's still performing its duty? He asks his elder brother if he's out of his mind. Even if they're brothers, he can't just carelessly give such a thing away. The elder brother just stand there listening to Eugene's shouting. He then tells Eugene that obviously he didn't mean to give him the whole thing. Even if him, the elder brother, were to give it. How could Eugene carry something so big? What he'd give Eugene would be much smaller. Eugene gets embarrassed and starts stuttering, saying of course he just misunderstood. The elder brother then takes out a small box and tells him that what he'll give him is this. Opening it, we see two small crystals glowing. It's an artifact created by the finest enchanter using the tear of Phelan. When he heard from Estine that Eugene only has one string, this is what came to mind right away, as he mentioned earlier. The tear of Phelan enhances all forms of magic, so there's no artifact more suitable for Eugene's situation in the world. As Eugene looks at the pair of crystal earrings, he asks if he's even allowed to accept this. Strictly speaking, he's not a mage yet, which he's told he should consider it given in advance, because the elder brother believes Eugene will achieve it within the remaining time. Eugene then accepts it and thanks him, saying he will definitely become a mage and live up to the expectations.